Good morning, I'm Robert Chaz Chute, your friendly neighborhood suspense novelist and vocab menace. Today we're exploring a few words that begin with TYPH, TYPH. There are many words that begin with TYPH, but I'll just hit a few interesting highlights today. Typhlosis is from the Greek meaning blindness, so typhlology is a noun meaning the sum of all that is known about blindness. Typhomania, this is where a typhus patient in a high fever enters a state of muttering delirium. This makes sense because combining the forms of the Greek prefix typho or typh meant stupor. The prefix typh shows up in a lot of medical terminology, like typhus and typhoid. But it's the terms that spring from mythology that caught my interest today. So let's get into that. Typhoon, resembling Typheus, a monster from Greek mythology that had 100 mouths, each vomiting flame. So people who study volcanoes might say an eruption is Typheon. On the other hand, Typhon is the Greek name for the Egyptian god Set, the personification of the principle of evil. However, Greek mythology also has a Typhon. The Greek Typhon is the father of winds. Now, from this information, you might reasonably expect that the English word typhoon comes from the Greek. Yes, but English steals from everybody. Just ask Scotland and Ireland. I digress. Anyway, back to the origin of the word typhoon. Our English word for those violent storms can also be traced back to Chinese, Portuguese, and Persian influences. For instance, the Chinese term for great wind is typhoon. How does the organic spread of language happen? Today, we have the internet and schooling for the spread of knowledge and influence. But long before the internet, we had sailing ships. The word origins of typhoon likely traveled through maritime trade routes. And now, just a really quick note to say my novel, Afterlife, Inferno, is free to download from Amazon until Thursday, July 24th, 2025. I love the Afterlife trilogy. It's about how an experimental AI weapon escapes from the lab and is bent on taking over the human race. I was fighting AI before fighting AI was cool. For the clever adventure that is Afterlife, and to support all my work, please do check out my author site for fantastic fiction. Fantastic fiction. My author site is allthatchaz.com. Chaz is spelled with 2 Z's, 2 Z's if you're nasty. Happy Tuesday.